Guess what? I just spent a few weeks testing and comparing NordVPN versus Windscribe, and I've actually got some exciting results to share. I'm going to cover security, capabilities, and some facts that other reviews often fail to mention. So first, can Windscribe VPN stand against NordVPN and its security standards? In most cases, yes it can. For example, while doing this Windscribe VPN versus NordVPN comparison, I found both VPNs have RAM-based servers, so they can't even retain user data if they wanted to. It's one of my favorite things to see in VPN reviews. Nord upgraded all of their regular servers back in 2020. Windscribe introduced it a year later after a server seizure incident in Ukraine. And even if no data was on those servers, well, the upgrade was a damn good power move regardless. Now, both VPNs have solid up-to-date encryption ciphers and no logs policies, but while my NordVPN review revealed an independent audit to prove their claims, I did not find anything similar for my Windscribe review. Get on it, guys. What's interesting here is that Windscribe, per their privacy policy, keeps a bit more data about their users. Knowing their jurisdiction lies in Canada, yeah, a Five Eyes Alliance country, I'd imagine we'd all like to see an independent audit at this point, right guys? Okay, so while certain privacy aspects are up for debate, the need for speed is universal. So yeah, I ran a few tests. First with the free version of Windscribe, and the speeds, well, sucked. With a 300 megabyte baseline, I got pretty good results with the US servers, but the UK servers barely scraped around 70 megabytes. What was up with Turkey? Ugh. But with the premium version, the US server speeds were still good, but the random speed drops remained. I got 3 megabytes in Argentina, which I guess I'd attribute that to Windscribe having way fewer servers, therefore a heavier server load on each. So it wasn't a surprise that NordVPN speeds were going to be a lot better. I didn't get any of the random speed drops. But look, while you might not see the exact same results yourself, the average speed retention here should match, about 80%. Now, Nord's consistency is also great news for streaming enthusiasts. I was able to access Netflix US, UK, Canada, South Korea, and even Japan. Windscribe got stuck on the last two. Even their special WinFlix servers didn't help much. I also tested the free version, but unlike the good old days, well, it can't really unblock anything anymore. Now, if security, performance, and streaming capabilities are decisive factors for you, well, then you should use the links from the description right now to get yourself a VPN service at a significant discount. Otherwise, well, I've got more to uncover in this VPN comparison. Like, how well are all the apps made? Well, I wasn't super impressed after my Windscribe VPN review. The interface is a bit confusing. Let's say I wanted to change my tunneling protocol, which should be a super simple task, right? So I click on the menu to access Windscribe VPN settings. Where is it? Okay. The protocol parameters are not in general settings, not in the second tab either. If I didn't know any better, I'd be lost in here. Anyway, oh, there it is in the connection settings, if you click on manual. Now, let's do the same thing with Nord. If I click this to access preferences and then start from the settings, oh, there it is, the VPN protocol. Beautiful. Click, choose, done. Yep, I like the efficiency and simplicity of this one. Not sure if that's the case for you, but hey, feel free to let me know in the comments. All right, let's talk about what lies beyond the layout. Here I found some features that are basically the same, like Nord's threat protection and Windscribe's Robert, R-O-B-E-R-T. Both block ads and protect you from malware, at least to some extent. I also looked for the standard but necessary stuff, like a kill switch to make sure nothing is going to be leaked if your VPN connection drops, and I'm happy to report it works on both. Phew! Split tunneling is also something I like to see in a VPN, and I don't always need to encrypt my whole traffic. Why would I need my Spotify app on a VPN connection? But it is nice to see that it works on both Windows and Android. Sadly, Mac users can't experience the same flexibility, but as some of you know, that's Apple's fault. I just don't understand why Windscribe has that setting if it doesn't even work though. Alright, so anyway, as for some more unique stuff, most of it, for some reason, is on the browser extension. For example, there's a time warp to fake your time zone, and a location warp for a GPS spoofer. It's great if you want to change your location on Instagram, for example, but since I don't see a lot of people using Instagram on their browsers, I'm not really sure how useful this is going to be. I do like their Cookie Monster browser extension feature, which deletes cookies as soon as I close the tab. That's pretty cool. Now, if I did a separate VPN review of Nord, I could go on in greater detail, but just to name a couple right off the top of my head, we've got the Onion over VPN feature, which is a pretty great tool for anonymity seekers. And there's also this new MeshNet feature. It's pretty unique stuff, not only for securely accessing remote files, but gamers also are going to find it useful to host secure virtual LAN parties. Tried it out myself, and well, my kid's Minecraft LAN party was a smashing success. Thank you very much. Okay, so when it comes to Windscribe versus NordVPN, which is more worth it? While Windscribe is cheaper, it doesn't have a 2-year plan, which makes Nord less pricey in the long run. Of course, Nord doesn't have a free plan, and well, Windscribe does. Keep in mind though, the free plan is limited, not only in servers and features, but boy, it has a 10 gigabyte monthly data cap as well, and that ain't much. So this whole thing comes down to value for money. Considering Windscribe has a little bit of room to improve, I personally see a better value in Nord. But hey, that's just me. I can only share what I found. So if this video was helpful to you in any way, leave a like and hey, click that sub button. I hope you enjoyed this NordVPN versus Windscribe VPN comparison. And for those best deals, check out that box. And if you don't need it, I'm gonna see you in the next one. Where do we go? Don't hurt me no more. Do 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 do.